So what's good, everybody? Jay Canada back with my speed wide receiver on this Madden 15, and we're in here week 8, I believe. Yeah, I missed what it said at the beginning. Week 8, we're 5-1. We've had our bye week, so yeah, week 8, and we're against the Carolina Panthers, who are a strong team in the NFC. And early on in this game, Russell wasn't showing me any love. Not sure why, but it was a slow start, but you'll see. It was a pretty good game by the end. Yeah, so this is obviously not a live commentary, but I don't know. I just played this game and recorded it, and it turned out pretty well. So here's my first punt return. Of course, we all saw that Thursday night football game. Like, I think that's what it was. I'm not really sure. So I got stymied for 3 yards. That was a terrible decision by me. I'm not really sure because that didn't seem like much of a game. What was it, 56-14? That was unreal. Makes me think that Thursday night football shouldn't even exist because it's just another, I don't know, another night. But in any event, Devin Hester, of course, broke the record for TDs, kick return, punt return. I think he's returned a field goal TD in his career, broke Deion Sanders as I get my first catch. So that was pretty exciting. Hester's always been an electrifying player, and he's done this basically with, I don't know if he's had any in the past 3 or 4 years, but the past 3 or 4 years have been write-offs for him, and I was open deep, man-to-man coverage, no love from Russell again. But yeah, good for Devin Hester. Kicked off the football weekend in an interesting way with a huge blowout. Not a very intriguing game, but I said let's go for it on fourth, and I get to... Oh, yeah, I kind of forgot to press triangle there, so I took it off the backside. But in the NFL, oh my goodness, and I do it again. I forced Russell into an interception. That was my fault, but if he would have lobbed it, I could have gone up for it, but he never does. So in the NFL this week, of course, the keynote matchup is between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos, a rematch of Super Bowl, whatever it was last year's Super Bowl, as I start the second half off with a reception. And it'll be an interesting game. It's hard to call because of the fact it's in Seattle. It's hard to vote against the Seahawks, or pick against them, rather. And I don't know, even though they lost last week, I think it's going to pump them up for this week, especially a guy like Richard Sherman, who, even though he only let up 3 receptions, people were saying he got exposed. That's kind of garbage. I mean, the game really meant nothing last week. It's against an AFC opponent on the road. So Richard will get up for tomorrow, or for tomorrow. I think Peyton will too, but I don't know, it'll be a dogfight. So that's one of the most interesting matchups of this week, probably the interesting matchup, and it's also going to be interesting to see what other teams can rebound. Can San Fran rebound? Will Dallas continue? I mean, they're 1-1, but boy, if they just give the ball to DeMarco Murray and rely on him, they can do some damage and possibly win that division. It is up for grabs. Skip Bayless, I don't like much of what he says, but I'm going to call on him twice this video. He did say that the Cowboys would take the division at 10-6 just because the rest of the division is that bad, and the Eagles haven't looked very impressive so far. The Redskins might actually be better with Kirk Cousins in, but even so, I think the Cowboys, man, if they can turn Romo into more of a game manager and basically just tell him to throw to Dez and run the ball with DeMarco, as long as that patchwork defense can do something, I don't know, they could finish maybe 9-7, 10-6. It is plausible. But in any event, today, well, the day I'm recording this, I think this is Friday, Roger Goodell had a bit of a public appearance, an interview. I'm not actually sure exactly what was said, but reading things on Twitter, I don't know. Most people weren't impressed, but in a situation like this, I saw a great tweet that said something along the lines of, would people actually be... Oh my goodness, there's another turnover. Another interception in the clutch. We were marching downfield, 2:30 left. So this pretty much I thought was going to lose us the game. But anyways, that tweet I saw about Roger Goodell, it said, would anybody be satisfied if he said anything less than I resign? And that is so true, as we're getting the ball back now for another possession. I misjudged this punt return, so I let it go for a touchback. But it's true. Nobody was going to be impressed with what Goodell had to say, because it still seems like he's, again, in Skip Bayless's words, being Roger Dodger, dodging the questions, and I don't know, just trying to push blame onto not himself. And Russell snuck out for a 10-yard gain there, so I wasn't mad he didn't throw to me. But either way, I hope the NFL can sort out their issues. And I'm not sure if it's going to show it on the rendering, but my recorder was having a bit of frame drop issues. I tried to edit most of it out, but this is clutch moments. That's why I'm leaving it uncut. And there, I thought I had it deep, but my character didn't jump for some reason. Ron Rivera looking on. I think that's his name. And doing commentaries like this, I really am learning how to jump around from lots of stuff. So I shared my feelings about the NFL. And now let's get back to the gameplay. 1:15 left. Russell knows who to go to in the clutch. He's throwing it up, and I'm coming down with it. 6'5", Oh, it's too deadly. It's too deadly. Look at this catch. He doesn't even let me come down, but I can hold on to it. My catch in traffic's not that high, but yeah, there it is. First down. So we're down to 56 on the clock. After screwing up last drive, I'm trying not to do that again. So here I am out wide. It looks like I got man-to-man coverage. I'm liking it. I'm telling Russ already, you better give me this ball. Just throw it up, buddy. Throw it up. I'm supposed to run a little crow route. I fake it. I'm going deep to the sideline. I grab it. I tried to dive in right there, but I don't. But I fight my way in. So that was a huge play. Another huge clutch touchdown by the rookie Jay Canada. And I'm pumped again. So here it is. Russell Wilson dropping back. Nice little toss out there. And here it is from my end. A catch. I did try and dive, but instead I get pulled in. So just refusing to go down is Jay Canada. He doesn't want to take this loss. And there he is, Canada, number 18. So I did push it into overtime with that catch. And we get to start off. So I was hoping I could break one for the clutch win again. I get stymied. But 23-yard line. Not too bad. Not too bad. So here's the beginning of the drive. We're down to 3rd and 3. Again, we need a clutch catch. So who does Russell go to? It's got to be Canada. Along the sideline, I get a nice gain, 10 yards there. Russell actually put up really good numbers other than the couple turnovers you've seen. But here, I actually called for this one. I said, we're not punting the ball from here. We're going for it. And he got it and then some for the quarterback sneak. So he carried the drive on. I thought this was going to be the game-winning drive. It might be. Here I catch another short pass. That's was that a 6-yard gain, I think? Might have been my final reception. I'm not sure. I actually can't remember. Yeah, so I think we went, what happened? We turned the ball over. Or no, we didn't. We had to punt. I don't know why I didn't show it. But here we are. We had amazing field position after our defense got to stop. All we need is to kick a field goal. Oh my goodness. What a turn of events. We got some unreal field position. And I don't know why Pete Carroll didn't say kick the field goal. I just wasn't really paying attention. But he literally suggested a throwing play. And Russell Wilson throws an interception. I don't know what's with Wilson on my connected franchise. He throws so many picks. And that one, obviously, I didn't call for. I think the last two, actually, I didn't call for. And that one turned into a pick 6. So another game that went down to the wire with us. I had a big game receiving. But we just couldn't pull it off. Some new moves, as they like to say, in clutch time. But in any event, 13-7, low-scoring game. But we'll look at some stats. Russell Wilson's passing numbers looked pretty good. 27 for 37 for 300 yards. But of course, he had just the 1 TD throw to Jay Canada and 3 interceptions. Gotta be better. Cam Newton didn't do much, but still, Russ, I was disappointed in him. And the reason he had such a good game is because we literally just stayed away from Marshawn Lynch like the Seahawks did in San Diego. He might be injured, but, you know, we won't say anything about that because I hope it's not true. So I went 9 for 150, a huge game, 1 TD. You'll see not much on the returns. But as always, guys, leave me your thoughts on the video and on the NFL. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe if you'd like, and follow me on Twitter if you want, @JCanada10. Have a good one, boys.